Hey guys, my name is Becca, and if you are new to my channel, I am documenting my 70-pound weight loss journey. And today, I'm just going to do a chit chat video, car vlog, whatever you want to call it. I've got to go pick up some groceries and some things, and I thought that we could just talk while I drive. Hopefully it won't be too much of a distraction, so we'll see. So today is Saturday, and if you are not from Alabama, like me, you wouldn't realize that today is Alabama and Auburn playing against each other. I'm not a big football person, so it's not really that big of a deal for me. I know that a lot of people love it. Honestly, we do the football thing. We like make sides and like watch football, but I don't care who wins. I really don't. I could care less. So if Alabama wins, that's the team that I root for. But if Auburn wins, that's good too. I have no problem with that being it. And like I said, today is Saturday, so traffic is ridiculous after Thanksgiving. Well, before a game too. I don't know. It's like a whole thing. So I'm just trying to get out, get all these groceries before the game starts so that we can celebrate and hang out together and probably eat some more bad food. Guys, it was just Thanksgiving, obviously. It is just so like... I ate so much, and like, I didn't plan on eating as much as I did, but I ate a lot, and honestly, I probably will have gained a lot of weight, and that's not something that I'm really excited to look at. I haven't weighed myself yet, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm not looking forward to it, and honestly, I'm probably gonna eat bad today too. Only thing I've had for food today is a coffee. That's all I've had so far. But y'all know that I don't eat breakfast, so it's not like that crazy. It is crazy for some people. I know that a lot of people do need to eat breakfast or something in the morning. But I don't, like, if I eat for breakfast, I will get sick. And that's just, I don't know what it is about my body, but I will just get so sick. And I feel a lot better, like physically feel a lot better if I just drink a coffee because it's filling and just, you know, kind of wait till lunch and then eat a lunch, you know what I mean? So, because I know a few of you guys were saying like, or we're kind of worried about like how much I eat in a day, which I don't know if I'm going to continue doing a full what I eat in a day videos anymore, because I just don't, I eat a lot, but I don't eat a lot. Like I don't snack a lot. And like for me, a lot of the calories that I feel like I'm missing out on in a day is from breakfast and snacking, because majority of people eat a breakfast and they have snacks during the day, but I don't do a lot. So for me, having to snack during the day just isn't something that like I really need, because majority of the time, I mean, today's like weekends are different. I do a lot more, but I just don't do anything during the day. And I'm not trying to say I'm lazy, but like a lot of you guys work, a lot of you guys are doing things, y'all go to school, y'all do things during your day, which makes you lose a lot of calories, like you're burning calories all day. I clean my house, I take care of my kids, and it's just not a lot of movement. I'm not extremely active, you know what I mean? So for me, like a coffee for breakfast is good. For me, like a small lunch and a big dinner or whatever, like, I don't know. It just, I have that problem with calorie counting personally, where it's like you have to eat so many calories, right? Like you have to hit a mark, and you definitely don't want to be malnourishing yourself or eating less, or like when I don't eat a lot during the day, it's not a thing of I'm trying to lose weight and this is like I'm trying to eat less to lose weight. That's never the case. I eat when I'm hungry, and then I stop when I'm done. And that's something that I haven't been able to do a lot in the past. This Thanksgiving, I did not do that a lot. This Thanksgiving, I was eating and then eating and then eating and cooking and eating and cooking while you eat. Like, that's just how Thanksgiving is. I made cookies. Oh my gosh. Actually, I lied to you. I had a cookie this morning. I did. I ate a cookie. Yeah, that was a lie. Because I made these, Reese Cup cookies. If I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm in traffic, which I am right now. So please not. I don't know if these videos are good whenever you do car vlogs, because it's like you have to pay attention to the road. But anyways, back on what I was saying. I made these Reese cup cookies, and if you've never had them, what you do is you take, it's so easy. You take a muffin tin, like mini muffin tin, and then you put your peanut butter cookie dough, you smash it in there. You cook it at 375 for 8 minutes. And then while that's in the oven, you buy like a mini Reese bag. Like they're the ones that still have the casing on it. There's ones that are really, really tiny. No one's asked me about this. I'm just talking to you guys. But you unravel all the Reese cups and then put them in the freezer while your cookies are in the oven. And the moment that your cookies come out the oven, you pop the Reese cups in it and they melt and it's gooey and it's yummy. It's so good. And then whenever, the next day, if you still have some left, like, they're just so good with coffee. Oh my gosh, they're so good with coffee. I love it. I'm a dessert girl. So, like, if you would have put a cake in front of me, I don't know if I'll be as easy to be like, no, I'm good. And, like, you guys know, I'm not, like, this weight loss journey, I feel like I've done really great. I feel like I've had setbacks. I feel like if I was more serious about the whole thing, then I probably would be a lot less in weight. If I was, like, way more strict on myself, I would be doing a lot better. But all I'm trying to focus on is eating better than what I used to eat. Because if we want to talk about calories and stuff like that, of how many calories that I eat a day, the other day, okay, so I was out with my family, right? And there's this place in Alabama. It's called Chicken Salad Chick. And I hope that doesn't narrow down my location too much. I'll have to check. Hopefully not. Do not stalk me. I'm just kidding. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody cares. But it's this place called Chicken Salad Chick. They sell different kinds of chicken salad. Well, I'm thinking to myself, chicken salad, okay, that's good. Chicken salad, it has to be good for you. I know there's mayonnaise in it, but it can't be like too crazy in calories, right? So I ordered it. I got the croissant because, like, also croissants are airy, right? They can't be too much in calories, my thinking. And so I ate the croissant. I shared it with my daughter. So I didn't eat the whole thing by myself, but basically, I just shared with her. And I tracked it in my Weight Watchers app, and I get 22 points per day, right? So I went home and tracked that. It was 23 points for the croissant. The croissant. That was it. And I was like, that is insane. That is crazy. And it tastes great. It tastes delicious. I'm sure they put tons of fattening crap in it. But it's like, I just don't like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you think you're doing good and you're like, I made a good choice. This is better than a burger and fries. This is better than me going out and like getting a pasta or something. No, it is horrible. I just wasted my entire day, but I still ate that night because you know what? I'm not going to starve myself. And I've said that. If I want to eat, I'm going to eat. If I ate bad, then I ate bad. Like, you just have to like look at it like, okay, that's what it was. It was that lunch, and then eat better that night or whatever. I don't think I ate better that night, though. I'm pretty sure that I continued on my on my eating. Y'all are on my tripod right now. That's why I keep holding on to y'all when I make turns. I swear I don't make turns too tight or too crazy, but it is what it is. But I'm sorry y'all keep getting sloshed around. Hopefully that's not too bad for watching. But yeah, I gotta go pick up some food today from Publix, which I don't know, guys. I purposely bought all my groceries like real early for Thanksgiving because I did not leave my house. I was like, I'm not going anywhere because traffic and having to be in crowds. One, I don't drive but maybe once a week. And two, I don't get around a lot of people. So being around people gives me a lot of anxiety, especially just like, people are in a rush, during the holidays. Everybody's trying to get where they're trying to get. And it just makes me even more nervous and more anxious around being people because it's like, I feel like I'm in the way, right? Even though I shop at the same places, I know what I'm going in there for. Because I'm that type of person. My anxiety, guys, was so bad, and maybe you would call this OCD. I'm not gonna say I have OCD because I don't. I don't think I do at all. But I used to look up the aisles of everything that I was buying, and I would put everything that I needed for that aisle on my list. So instead of just putting like, oh, you need milk and bread, like I would put aisle 1, I need juice, and I need, you know, and whatever else is over there. Like I would always I would literally line up my list for what I'm doing and what I'm buying, which is kind of cray-cray. Whenever I look back at it, I mean, it was great because like I would never forget things, and I stopped doing it though because I was like, okay, well, I've kind of gotten the store mesmerized now, because you do that for a while, you know what aisles have what on them, and then you just kind of like, you just know. Like I know Publix very well, but whatever, no one asked. This is a chit chat video, guys. This is how it is if you hang out with me. I talk about the most random things, and that's literally how life is with me. My husband never has a dull day, I'll tell you that for sure. But I hope you guys tell me how everything went for you guys on your holidays. Did y'all have a good day? If you had to work, I know some of you guys definitely don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I hope you still had a great day. I know some people aren't off for it, or maybe it's like, you know, it's not a holiday in your country, which obviously it's an American holiday, but you know, we just celebrate the coming together and eating parts. That's it. That's what we celebrate. There's a man standing right in front of me at a crosswalk, which is kind of weird because this is a very busy street, so I'm surprised. I get nervous. I know some of you guys that watch me want to start a YouTube channel, or maybe have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you really get over filming yourself in public until maybe like a year or two into it, because I get so like, even driving right now, like I feel a little like, are people looking at me? Do they know that I'm making a video? And then it's like, no, maybe they just think I'm using my GPS. I don't know. Who knows? But you just keep pushing through. It's okay. People are going to judge you. They're going to judge you. And realistically, I love doing YouTube. If y'all are considering it, just do it. Just put it out there. And then if nobody watches it, then nobody watches it. And then, you know what? Then you can look at it and go, okay, that's fine. I made my channel just wanting to talk to people, honestly. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 kids. I know it sounds like a big sad, but like it's hard to make friends as an adult. It's hard to put yourself out there. Also, I don't want to go to places. I like to stay in my bubble. I'm very much a hermit, and it's just having you guys and being able to talk to you guys, I love it. There are some of you guys that I look forward to your comments. Like I sit here and I'm like, is this person gonna comment? Like, are they going to? And if y'all don't, it's okay. But I look forward to so many of you guys just being like, I don't know, just a little comments that y'all make, even if it's just something small. Like it really does mean a lot to me. And if you're wanting to start a channel, like, don't go into it thinking that you're gonna be like, I think a lot of people get into YouTube. Oh my God, if y'all could see this dude, he was like all up in the road a minute ago. I did not want to hit him. But what I was saying is, if you're wanting to start a channel, just do it. Because the thing about it is, like, I would be in my head like, I'm not gonna do it. I put out my first video, and you can't go into it thinking that you're gonna be an instant success, or that people are like, you have to just look at it like this is just something that you can do and communicate with people. Like, you can't have this like mindset that you're just gonna make tons of money and that tons of people are gonna like you. And you know what I mean? Like, I get a few dislikes on my videos. Like, that's okay. Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like, you can't expect that random people are just gonna like you instantly or gonna want to watch your videos instantly. Like, I don't know, I'm rambling. I just appreciate the people that do watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. And oh, I turned down the wrong one. We're in the shopping centers now, so it's like tons of people. Jesus. Hobby Lobby be popping up and popping today. They also be giving blood today. So, do y'all give blood? I don't all the time. I have, and I'm not against it. I would give blood. But I think I have basic blood, so like, I don't think there's a shortage on my blood type. I don't even know what my blood type is, but if you guys donate blood, let me know, because it's a good thing if you can do it. I just don't like, it's a whole thing. Another thing is you have to be around people, so it's just like, I don't know. Y'all are finding out a lot about me. I just don't, I love talking to you guys, but physically I just cannot be around a ton of people. I don't know. I really do think that I have a lot of like anxiety and stuff, but I think the panorama really did start making me like focus on like the little things that a lot of people look over. Like I start like, I don't know, like I just don't want to be in crowds. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to like, ooh, he's first. Be around a ton of people. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go into the store real quick, and then I will chit chat with y'all some more in just a little bit. Hey guys, so I just got done getting my groceries. I'm on the way home right now, and I thought this video is going to be all over the place, by the way. But I thought I would tell you guys a bit of a story time. It's a long story long, so y'all could just, you know, go along the ride with me. But I used to work at Publix about 5 years ago when I was still pregnant with my daughter and my second child. And we had a bit of an issue at my store with a stalker. And before it was my issue, it was actually one of my friends that worked there. And we became friends after the fact, so we didn't really know each other's like situation. But she worked in the deli. I worked in cashiering, which I was a customer service person. And she, the good thing about her working in the deli is that she had like a barrier between her and the customers. So, you know, whenever he would linger back there and try to talk to her, she could kind of shoo him off easier to be like, you know, like, hey, is there anything I can help you with? Okay, no, well, we have other customers that we're trying to get stuff done for. Or she could just book it to the back where they like fry stuff and, you know, things like that. So she was able to like, she knew that he was being a creep towards her, but it was kind of a situation where she could kind of dodge him whenever she could. So what started happening is that I, of course, when you work in customer service, you have like, your job is to be nice to people. And I'm not saying that I was fake or like, you know, you have to be fake to work in customer service. But if you've ever worked around a lot of people, it is difficult. And you just have to like put on a smile and push through sometimes. And y'all know, like, I'm not like, I just don't want it to seem like I was just, you know, nice to people because of my job. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that you wouldn't probably talk to, you know what I mean, unless your job, you know what I mean? Anyways, it doesn't matter. And so there was this man that started coming up to me, and he would only come up to me specifically. So if I was in my customer service desk, which was like a circle kind of in a way, so no one really could get too close to me, and I could always back up if I felt uncomfortable with certain customers. But he would come to my registers when I would be at a cashier register. And it got to the point where because we have, where I lived, there was an apartment complex behind my store. So I'm almost positive he lived back there because he didn't have a car, or he didn't drive to the store. So I'm not saying he didn't have a car, but he didn't drive to the store where I worked. So I was having, like, you know, just being nice to him. It started just like a normal customer relationship where it's like, hey, you know, how you doing? Can I help you? Well, it became very adamant what he was doing, because he would only come into the store and he would never buy anything. Like, never. And I was a full-time worker at that time. So I was there almost every day. Well, basically every day. But it became an issue whenever people started realizing that, like, he would ask my managers, if when I was going to be at work, or my other coworkers when I was going to be there, so that he could come in just when I was there. Well, it was really getting bad, because I didn't have, like, if you imagine a cashier, right? Like the desk that a cashier is at, you have the register and the customers in front of you, and you're ringing up their groceries, right? Well, there's still that barrier, but behind the cashier, where like there's another like aisle for someone to get checked out, usually those are closed. Like, usually it's not back-to-back cashiers are open. There's usually like one open, one closed, one, you get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. So he would come in and he would stand behind me, which, by the way, is very uncomfortable, and it's very like, it's an unsafe situation when someone is lingering behind you and you have to focus on something else, right? Like, I'm at work, right? So my job right now is to check out check out the people, right? That's my job. My job isn't to entertain this person. So one day it got so bad, because majority of the times when he would do it though, he would just come in, he would linger, and he would leave, and he wouldn't stand too close. Like, he was close, but he was far enough where it was like, okay, like, that's whatever. So it was busy. This was the last time that I had to deal with him. It was busy one day, and my management was already having red flags at this point. They didn't even know about the deli, the woman in the deli. I didn't know the woman at the deli at the time. Like I said, we met each other after this whole situation and then like talked about it. But my management was all women. My store manager was a woman. Not that it matters, but they were really starting to notice and starting to like catch up on what was happening, because this happened over months. And one day it was busy, and I was at a cash register, and I was like ringing up the customers, and this man comes up directly behind me. Like, I couldn't back up. Like, I was pregnant, so keep that in mind. I had a belly, and I am pressed up against my scanner, like pressed up where you would ring the people up. I've had all my body towards the front, and he was directly behind me. Like, I couldn't back up. Like, he cornered the crap out of me. Even thinking about it makes me want to cry, because I cannot stand feeling like you're not in control of a situation, and I didn't feel in control of that situation. And my manager noticed it, because I was like about to cry, because when I get in situations when I'm like angry or upset, like, I cry. Like, that's just, I'm an emotional person. So I was about to cry. Customers were noticing it, and they were like, you know, starting to worry too. So, because it was a very obvious situation. It wasn't like, oh, he did something, like, it was just like I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And so I literally looked at him and I was like, you have to get away from me. Like, you have to back up. Like, and I had to, like I said, I couldn't even turn around. And I literally am just like, you need to back up. Like, I don't know why you're this close to me, but you need to like leave. And I was very upset, and the customers were telling the management, like, this is happening. So then my manager, after the fact, pulls me to the side and was like, hey, you know, what's happening? And I thought I was going to get in trouble for this, because if you're rude to customers, you know, you're going to, I don't know, people pleaser in me was like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble for this situation. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption in the video, but my phone had died and it is Monday today, so I'm just going to jump back into where I left off in the story. And then I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about how I feel about starting a YouTube channel and any tips that I have for you guys, because I feel like I kind of talked about it a bit, but I didn't really talk too much into it. So I'm not trying to make this video an hour long, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish my stalker story and then jump into the YouTube stuff. So I believe I left off where my management asked me to bring, me to go into the office with them and talk to them about the situation that was happening. I did want to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit more to the story. The man was about 50 years old, and every time he would come in and ask my management or my coworkers what my work schedule was, they never told him. So what he ended up doing, he would come in every single morning and every single night just to see if I was working. He did this every single day for months. So that my management was already like freaked out by this and kind of knew something was going on or something was happening, like for this person to just come in, never buy anything, and then walk out. So, and the only time he lingered was when I was working. So, they took me in the office, and I just told them everything that had happened. And truthfully, looking back at it, I wish I would have told my management a lot earlier than I did, which I didn't even tell them. They were the ones who asked me to go in the office. It was because there was a bit of that situation, because honestly, I was kind of loud when I was telling him to back off of me, and it was very adamant what was happening. So it wasn't like it was like a situation where people didn't notice, because they did. But I wish I would have said something earlier. So if you're ever in a situation where you feel uncomfortable or unsafe in your work environment, even if you feel like it's something small, at least, like, I could have said something like, hey, this guy is coming in and he's lingering and he only comes in when I'm working. He never buys anything. And I just felt uncomfortable and unsafe. I wish I would have done that. I didn't. But if you were ever in that situation, definitely tell your management. And if they don't do something, then you can sue them. Because we don't put up with that sexual harassment, okay? So after I had spoke to them about everything that had happened in the office, the next day he came back to my work, of course, which is so, like, I don't know why, but he did. He decided to come back, and they had taken him into the office. I was not working that day, by the way. So I wasn't working. I don't know if they let me off or if I just wasn't there for, just was off that day, but I definitely was not there that day. So they took him in the office and they made him sign a paper saying that he was not allowed in Publix at all. And I believe all the Publix in my area, he was not allowed in any of them. And they took his picture, and if he had came back into the store, they would call the cops on him to make him leave. Which was actually, it was crazy to me. I'll be honest with you. When I came back to work and found out that they had said all that to him and they took that, like, extra measure, it made me feel good, because I didn't realize how unsafe of a situation that could have escalated to, because the fact that he was blocking me in and, kind of, just putting me in an uncomfortable situation. I could have been walking to my car one night and something could have happened. Like, it could have escalated a lot more and been a lot different situation if it wasn't stopped where it was. So I'm very thankful for my management and the way they handled it. But, and whenever he was in there in the office and they were telling him, like, hey, you can't come back here again, all he kept saying was, can I please talk to her? Can I please apologize to her? I just want to talk to her. So it was very creepy to hear that. He's a very creepy man. And I don't feel bad calling him a creepy man. It was very creepy. It was a very scary situation. And after the fact, when I look back at that time, I definitely wish I would have stood up for myself more and said more in the moment, but I didn't. And I know to some of you guys, if you're like, this is not that big of a deal, to me, it wasn't. It wasn't in the moment either, right? I didn't feel that way. It was like, okay, there's this customer coming in and he's a bit of a creep, whatever. But you have to, like, take yourself out of situations sometimes and look at the bigger picture and realize that this man is stalking you. Like, if he's coming into your work only when you're there and not buying anything and all these other things, similar situation to me, you're being stalked. I mean, that's just my opinion. My opinion. But so, and also another crazy thing to add on to this story, a bit about me and my past is, me and my husband used to work at Winn-Dixie when we were younger, and he worked at Winn-Dixie before I worked there. And whenever the situation where he blocked me and that whole thing happened and I was super upset about it, I talked to my husband about everything and I described the man, just describing him to my husband, and my husband knew exactly who I was talking about, because that same man was going into his store whenever he worked there and was harassing the women there too. And the fact that there was another woman before me in the deli that he was stalking. So honestly, I think he's just a creep. I think that was his thing. I think he liked to talk to women who couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, it's kind of like, the way I look at it is, I think he's a creep and I think he's a weirdo. And just like when you work in customer service, your job is to talk to customers. Your job is to be nice and, do all these things. And as women, I think we're taught to be very sweet and kind and, people pleaser, right? Like, that's, I mean, I'm not saying that men aren't people pleasers. I do believe that too. But, you feel this need to, like, you have to be good at your job. You have to be nice. You have to be, whatever. But in reality, you definitely don't have to be, you can be nice, but then after the fact, definitely let somebody know if you're getting weird vibes or if this customer keeps coming up to you. getting into my opinions on YouTube. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is not because I'm very experienced, not because I feel like I'm the best person to talk about this. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there that people who are way ahead of me have done more, have more experience. Would love to talk to you guys about how to grow a channel, how to make a channel, all this stuff. All I'm going to do is just talk about my personal experience and how I personally feel about YouTube. And if you are considering making a YouTube channel, hopefully this gives you a little push to do it, because I truthfully think that if you're doing it for the right reasons, I think you'll really enjoy it and have a lot of fun doing it. Because personally, just getting into, like, I've already talked about it a bit, but personally, the reason why I started YouTube wasn't for a paycheck. It wasn't for anything, because honestly, I'm 6 months in at the moment and I've made no money. I have no sponsors. I do this and it's literally on my time and on my money, but that's okay. I did not expect any of that. So the fact that I don't have that is not making me feel bad or sad or depressed. So with that being said, I started my channel, honestly, truthfully, being fully transparent. 8 months ago, I was in a really bad depression, like a very bad depression, like at a very low point. And it's not because of my personal life with my kids or my husband. I am very grateful for what I have. Honestly, I cannot talk great enough about my kids. I have the best kids in the world. I have the sweetest husband that really does put up with a lot. He puts up with a lot of my BS. But I was at a low, and truthfully, it's because I have a lot of undealt with issues with childhood trauma. And like, if you guys have watched me long enough, you would know that I was a mom at 15. So I have been doing everything I can and basically not just surviving as a human. I've been taking care of another human being since I was 15 years old, and that it's a lot. And I don't regret any decisions that I've made, but over the years, I have definitely taken myself back and not put a lot of time and effort into myself. And YouTube is that for me. YouTube is something that I'm doing solely for myself. It's something that I enjoy doing. I put my time and energy into it. And it's something that I have fit into my schedule and into my life. And I am so grateful for it, because honestly, if I have currently, I have 397 subscribers currently. If this is the same subscribers I have from a year from now, I am content with that. I am happy with that. Content means that I'm not happy, but I am happy with that. I have no, I'm not sitting here saying, like, if I don't get to a certain point, I'm a failure here on YouTube. I'm not here for any success or anything to go crazy for me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you make money on YouTube, it's a bonus Jonas. For some reason, it just worked for you in your favor. And you know, that's a great accomplishment, right? If you get lots of subscribers fast, or if you're able to get a lot of people watching you, those things are really exciting. And don't think I'm not saying that wouldn't be amazing. It's amazing. And I think everybody who has succeeded on YouTube and been able to grow a lot from, you know, financially, and being able to make this a career. I mean, of course, that's a dream job, right? I think we could all agree with that. But that's not why I started my channel. Honestly, being able to communicate with you guys, to have people kind of like in my, I was gonna say my circle or my bubble, but I mean, it's a community. Like, whenever you start posting on YouTube, you have to find the people that you relate to, that understand what you're going through, and you can just talk to them. The reason why I feel like I can talk to you guys about my mental health and just things that are very personal to me. I talk to you guys about my stalker. Like, I haven't talked about that situation in 5 years, like since it happened. Like, I talked to my husband about it. I mean, that was about it. You know, honestly, too, just, I mean, because my brain jumps around, no one knows that I have this YouTube channel. Nobody. no one in my family knows. The only person that knows and watches my videos is my husband. That's it. My kids know, but my daughter's really young, so she really doesn't. It's like, okay, whatever. And my son knows, but no one knows. Like, I haven't told friends, I haven't told family, and it's not because I don't want them to know. It's just, this is something for me. This is something I'm doing for myself, and selfishly, maybe that's really selfish, because you guys might be like, well, you know, whatever, but I just enjoy doing this for me. And honestly, there are so many of you guys that you may not know it. You may sit here and go like, oh, whatever, you know, I'm just, you know, y'all are here for me every blue moon. But I look forward to the fact that I have some of you guys, and y'all know who you are, like 100% know who you are, and you're always in my comments. You're always there for me. You're always saying something. And if you don't feel comfortable commenting and stuff like that, please do not think that I don't appreciate you watching my videos, because I was that person. I was that person before I started making YouTube. I would never comment on anybody's videos. Honestly, I don't know if I would like a lot of videos, which, I mean, I would tell you guys, please like my video, but, you know, you can't expect a lot. Like, if you're going into it with these high expectations, it's going to be a very depressing situation for you. You're going to feel bad because there are people that I started with at the same time with my YouTube channel, right? There are a few girls that I started with, and they have surpassed me by a ton with subscribers. They have gone further than I have, and I don't let that bring me down. Honestly, I'm very grateful that they have been able to do so well, and I think it's great. It's great watching other people succeed and have their channels just blossom like that. Like, it's just great. And if you're wanting to start a channel, I just think that you should do it. Just don't do it if you're thinking it's going to be like a cash grab, or you're going to get tons of sponsors and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know if you would want that to happen. I feel like that would be kind of crazy, but personally, I do it because I enjoy the communication I have with you guys. I just hope that, you know, someone is on the other side of the screen every time I post a video that somewhat enjoys what I put out. You know, I'm not perfect. I don't honestly understand everything that I'm going to be doing. I know that I have a schedule set for videos that I like making, and I would recommend that for you. If you're wanting to start a channel, find something that you find interesting. Also, find something that you do every day. Like, if you work out every day, then you could film that. Or if you like candles, there's a candle community here. There's cooking communities. There's a niche for every single thing that you may enjoy doing. And if you're watching me, then I know you're probably like into the fitness. Definitely do that. I don't like, honestly, whenever people look at other creators as competition, I don't understand that, to be honest with you. I think it's great to watch anybody succeed in life. And truthfully, I know that might sound like whatever, but I mean, it's like you can't go into this expecting the world and being sad when other people are succeeding. You know what I mean? Like, do it for you, like me. That's what I'm doing it. I'm selfish. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for myself. And in a year, like I said, if I'm still at the same subscriber count or a little less, hopefully not. Hopefully people don't watch this and they're like, okay, unsubscribe. But if you do, that's okay too. I was surprised when I surpassed 20 subscribers. I was even more surprised when I hit 100. And the fact that I'm at almost 400 blows my mind. So I am very grateful for what I have. But if this is where I'm at a year from now, because I'm going to continue posting my weight loss journey. I'm going to continue pushing forward, because honestly, the fact that I have so many of you guys, just y'all keep me inspired to keep going. And it has helped my mental health tremendously, being able to create content, create videos, to be able to communicate with you guys. Like, I can't say that enough. It has helped me more than it probably has helped you, which is, like I said, very selfish. But I just appreciate you guys. And if you're wanting to do it, like I said, do it. If you have any questions, y'all can definitely message me on Instagram. It is open. And if in the comment section, you can definitely post any questions that you have in there. I don't mind answering anything. Like, I'm an open book. I don't know everything. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm not very experienced. But whatever I do know, I will definitely share it with you. There were YouTube videos that I watched that helped me get to where I'm at, and I'm not even at a perfect spot. So like I said, whatever I can help you with, I will definitely love to help you with it. And also, jumping into the last thing I want to talk about real quick, the 30-day challenge that I've been doing. If you are new here and you haven't started it yet, I have done a 30-day Growwithjo challenge, and it's just something it's something I had planned for myself, but I posted on here on YouTube just in case if others want to do it with me. If you are starting late, that is okay. I just like being able to communicate with you guys about where you're at and your workouts and how you felt at the end of them, because it has been, some videos are very hard. I had one of you guys, Leanne, talk to me about how the workout did with, I think you did the fitness test, and it was just like, it was almost an hour, basically. It could have just been an hour. Like, that fitness test was hard for me too. So we're in this together, and I just feel like if I can help you, I definitely will help you in any way that I can. And if this is me just telling you, like, this is your little push, just do it. Just start a channel. And if it doesn't turn out the way you wanted to, delete it. Just be like, okay, that was it. You know what I mean? But it may turn out perfect. You may enjoy it so much. And I feel like a lot of people would really enjoy doing it. It's helped me. It might help you. So I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all on Thursday with my update on my 30-day challenge. Now, I will go ahead and tell y'all, it's been Thanksgiving this past week, and I haven't weighed myself yet, but don't expect a lot out of me. Don't expect me to have lost a lot, because I don't know what to tell you guys other than we'll see. But I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope y'all have had a great day and a good night, and I'll see y'all then. Bye.